This is that scary moment where you finished your outro for a video and you realized it didn't have an intro. So it's me from the future of what you're about to see. But this week I picked up a couple of thrillers and I gave them all a shot. And that's basically all you're gonna see. Keep watching if that intro was really enthralling and you're excited to see my thoughts. Darcy, anything to say? He says he would rather be outside. Okay, thank you. Okay, I thought it was best that I gave a reading update despite being in my natural state, but I thought that maybe that would really bring together what my last few days have been. This is me doing great things. And reading actually quite a bit. Yesterday I spent a lot of time listening and reading Daisy Darker. Currently I am 40% of the way through Daisy Darker. Yesterday I had plans to give an update at 20%, but then the day just got away from me from there. Basically the story is giving like it really no let's take a step back. Hold on. Synopsis, a little bit of basically what I know so far. It is about a girl named Daisy Darker and her family. She has a heart condition, so she has basically died and been resuscitated a few times in her life. Her family is very hateful, and she does have like a dark childhood. It kind of reminds me of one of those books. I'm thinking it's reminding me right now, you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but it kind of is reminding me of The Guest List, where they're kind of all stuck somewhere together, our cast of characters, and someone's murdered. And we have to figure out who murdered them. Obviously, it's a bit of a whodunit. The first 15% was a lot of build-up, like it was just trying to give us the layout of the story, so it wasn't quite interesting until about the between 15 and 20% mark. Y'all know I mean business when I go to get the Tums. We got that special edition orange and cream, only at Target, baby. So as I was saying before the Tums intermission, this one does feel a little, so far for me, a little less thriller-like and a little more just depressing. So with that being said, today I picked up Dial A for Aunties. I am only 2 chapters in, so like, girl, that is not far, so I can't really give you an update. Like, not a lot has happened. I don't really want to try to speak to this novel yet, but one thing I am confused about right now is, like, right now it's reading kind of like a romance, and so I'm not sure if this really is a mystery thriller, but on the back it does say like that she accidentally kills her blind date. So I am holding out hope for this one still, but it is definitely more lighthearted, definitely has so far a more upbeat tone than Daisy Darker, so that's been kind of nice to balance each other. So hopefully in the next day I can finish Daisy Darker and give you an update and see how this one is going. It definitely seems enjoyable so far. I'm just not sure if it fits what I was planning for the week, but that's okay. We will see where it takes us. Okay, reading update for y'all. I'm going to kind of try to make it quick and concise so that like my wrap-ups of the book on the books are a bit more interesting. So far, I am 80% of the way through Daisy Darker, and I'm 50% of the way through Dial A for Aunties. So, day 3, going strong, hoping still to finish Daisy Darker today, but give you the update tomorrow. And I think I'll save my ratings for the end of the video, just so I can compare them all a little bit more. And Darcy doesn't want you to forget that he's on watch right behind us. He's working extremely hard as well. But Overall, so far, Dial A for Aunties has been kind of fun. It's definitely not the thriller I was expecting. Not that I thought it was a thriller, but I thought it was kind of more murder mystery, maybe cozy mystery. It's definitely more romantic comedy swayed. So just so you know, if you're going into it or picking it up thinking it could be mystery thriller, it definitely has a more humorous tone to it, and it's a little bit more on the romance chick lit side. But I'm actually really enjoying it. I think there are a lot of different things explored in the novel, so we'll just see how it goes from there. But I'm definitely wanting to like pick it up again and continue to read, so that's a great sign. Daisy Darker, on the other hand, like I hate to say it because I know there are Alice Feeney stands out there, but I am just not that enthralled with any of the characters. I just feel like, okay, I have to finish this. Like, I'm 80%, let's get her done. But I don't necessarily feel like excited, which is a bummer for sure. But maybe the ending will have some cool twists that like really bring it together for me because I'm at 80%. So 20% left to make or break the story. And I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully after I finish that one, I will pick up 5 Survive. So this week just keeps going, baby, so we'll see how it goes. Cheers, everybody, to Sundays and second cups of coffee. Don't mind the man in my TV. I know we're reading thrillers, and that's kind of scary. It's my husband. It does look kind of spooky, though. You look a little spooky-ooky.
Really?
In the frame. Yeah, you did. Anyways, we are halfway through 5 Survive. This one is by Holly Jackson. She is a bit of a true crime-esque icon, really. She wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this one definitely feels darker. It kind of matches the tone of her third one in this series, which looking back after reading some of this, I kind of feel guilty for rating it so low, but I didn't expect Pip's story to become so dark. Anyways, that's a different rant. We're talking about this book and we're 50% of the way through. Basically, this group of friends decides to take an RV trip to Florida, to like the Gulf Coast together, and they end up getting stuck. I don't want to like give you any, too many details, but basically they get stranded in the middle of nowhere in the RV with no cell phone service, and they have to kind of figure out why they've been trapped there, why they're stuck there. So I'm actually really enjoying it so far. The first 30 pages, I felt like I wasn't with the pace. Like it took me, I didn't read very much the first day because I didn't really feel enthralled with it. But after that, like page 50 or so, it starts really like heating up. I need to tell my husband my predictions while I'm at 50% and see if I get anything right. And then he can come confirm if I do get anything right for you. But besides that, I'm really interested to see how it goes. And it definitely has a more mature note than her other novel. But yeah, we'll just see where this takes us this Sunday. This was pretty dang good though.
Yeah?
In the margs.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Like,
it was a nice
it gave a new, like, yeah.
Yeah. Flavor and
We are done. We are done with the third book of the week. Feeling proud, feeling accomplished, feeling amazing, mostly because this was a 10. This was so good. Start to finish, front to back. I wouldn't say good time because it's definitely a thriller, not a slasher, but a rifler? What would you call that? There is murder in this novel. So I'm not saying this is a lighthearted, fruity, ooty, fun romance, but I will say it was really good. It kept me intrigued. The ending, I'm just like, oh my God, what would she do? What's she gonna do? What is she gonna do? But I'm not gonna talk about it too much because like I don't want to give spoilers. It wasn't a novel I felt like I could guess what was going on at all. So that's a no on my predictions for the most part. But yeah, it definitely is the book this week that I think gave the most thriller vibes. But tomorrow, hopefully I'll sit down, go over my ratings and all the books I read in this genre for the week. But for now, it's time to curl up and watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding. That's next on the docket, so. Thank you guys for watching my week of reading thrillers. Thank you for making it to the end. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing what a week looks like for me when I'm doing a ton of reading. I did want to finish it off by kind of going over the 3 books I finished this week and give them a rating and talk about them a little bit. I will be talking about them again in my wrap up, so I don't want to get too repetitive, but I do want to feel like this video kind of has a resolution, has a conclusion to it. So first, the book I finished was Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I think I did a check-in when I was about 80% of the way through, and unfortunately my feelings for it did not get better. They got worse. It is just not my style of book. I did not like the conclusion. I did feel like it was kind of not guessable, which I guess it can be good, but for me it was a little outlandish. I didn't like any of the characters. I did not care what happened, and I think that was like a huge part that really put me off it. This one, I really think I'm gonna give it a 2.25, which is super harsh, but it just like felt like I had wasted my time reading that one. It definitely fit well like in the thriller mystery genre. It's just not my style. That doesn't mean I wouldn't pick up another book by her. It read really quickly, and I did like Rock, Paper, Scissors, so totally open to trying a different one by her. It's just this one did not hit for me at all. Next, I finished Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Santo. This one definitely read kind of like a rom-com. It reminded me of those movies where nothing can go right for your characters. They can't seem to figure it out. So it definitely, I don't think, fell in like the thriller genre. I think I was a little thrown off about what this actually was about. It definitely read more like a cozy murder mystery with a lot of humor, a lot of culture, and romance. So I'm not saying don't pick it up. I'm just saying I don't really think it's a thriller, and I was a little bit misled. But this one I definitely would give an even Steven 3-star. It was definitely worth my time. It was funny, and I think she just came out with another one, if I'm correct. So I will be picking that one up and give it a go too. And finally, saving the best for last, and it was the last book I finished this week, 5 Survived by Holly Jackson. This book was amazing. I love Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This one was just as good, if not better in some ways, because it was like the full story in just one book instead of a trilogy, which I think read a lot more quickly, and you got to know your characters a little bit better, faster. But this one is honestly a 5-star from me. I can't wait to talk about all of these again at the end of the month, which I'm just gonna sound crazy because I'm talking about the same books all month, but it was so good. It really was a thriller. I definitely liked it more than the final book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I think it's because like a lot of that gave me anxiety, and this one didn't give me anxiety. It was more like thrilling, edge of your seat. She knows how to leave you on a cliffhanger at the end of a chapter. Like, it was so good. I understand why people might not like this one, but I wouldn't change a single thing about it. Like, it was so fast-paced. It was such a good read. I'm so glad I ended up picking up that one. So that was my week of reading thrillers. It was so fun. It was super exciting. I definitely don't avoid the genre of thrillers and mysteries, but I don't pick them up super often. So this has totally lit a fire under me to want to dive deeper into this genre and read a few more books and mix it up a little bit. I do think I'd prefer thrillers mixed in versus reading them all at the same time. But I thought it was super fun, and I can't wait to read some more. So thank you for spending this week with me. If there are any videos you have in mind to see from me, let me know. And if you want me to do a week reading a different type of genre, let me know. It was super fun. It was kind of enlightening. I enjoyed myself. So I'll see you guys next time.